So, I guess y'all gonna stop taking women's kindness for weakness and stop looking at women as um, the little children and victims until they pull up in your church with a trench coat on, firing shots. But thank God for what they say. Nobody was really hurt other than the suspect. Um, Hopefully, the child have a speedy recovery, and just let you know that you can't judge a book by its cover and think because it's a woman that it's innocent. Or you're gonna learn the hard way. It's throughout history. So let's take a look at the story,
We
shall
are
we?
learning new information about the transgender woman police say opened fire at Lakewood Church.
Houston police have identified that shooter, pictured here as 36-year-old Genesse Moreno, in a search warrant. She was ultimately shot and killed by police, and according to NBC News, she was carrying an assault-style type rifle with the word Palestine written across it. Officials are investigating a wide range of possible motives as the investigation continues.
Well, what do you know? There you have it. One day you in church, just chilling, waiting on service, and in walks a gunman in a trench coat and a baby in their hands with a long rifle, busting, talking about get down, get down. This is wild, but it's not surprising because things like this didn't happen before in America. They tend to happen so often. They probably happen more than blue moons. But this is pretty crazy, man. I don't know what Joel Osteen planned to do now. He's gonna have armed guard. Well, I guess it was armed guards that's what it was taken down. It's that's wild. That's why I can't see myself really going to any church really except Pastor Gino Jennings' church, because I believe God is really there. I believe that's about the only church that God is really at. Is Pastor Gino Jennings' church. But a lot of these other mega rich churches, I don't know, man. It's prosperity gospel typically goes on there. But as you heard the lady in the beginning saying, you cannot, overlook the weaker vessel, even though when we come to find out, this was actually what they call a transgender. So this person identified as male in their earlier lives. So even though we know that women do all kind of crimes, though, but this was not exactly that. This was what they call a transgender that this situation happened with, from what the news say. You guys can go back and view it yourself. I'll put the link in the video. You can go check it out. But yeah, so this is crazy situation, man. But like I said, I'm not really surprised. This thing, like I won't want to say is we're numb to it as Americans, but kinda like it's almost like it's not a shock anymore. It's almost like now you just gotta watch out. I guess most people just plan on bringing their straps to church. You know what I mean? But like I said, it makes you think about that. What if what if they would have got to the pastor? What if? I don't know. It's pretty wild. And the kid getting shot and putting the kid in harm's way like that. I don't know. What's that about? And they said it was a rifle and a name written on the gun, Palestine. So I don't know. Who knows? They don't seem to know what the motive was at this time. They're still looking for it, for the evidence of what was the motive, what caused it, why. It probably was maybe political, maybe personal, who knows, and the person being transgender. But Joel Osteen don't preach against nothing that the Bible preach against, really. He always smiling and talk about a prosperity plan, really, about prosperity for the most part. So I don't see why they would be mad at him. He don't really preach nothing that's gonna really he don't preach nothing that's gonna really come down on those sins. So I don't know. But the story is wild, man, and this is what's circulating right now. It's hot off the press. So just putting my little 2 cents in, and be careful out there, wherever you go, and stay prayed up for real, and make sure you get you a real church home where the Holy Spirit is for real. If you ask me, I believe the only place where God really is nowadays is probably most likely Pastor Geno Jennings' church. And I'm not endorsing it. That's my true feelings about it. Matter of fact, I do endorse it, but that's not to the point where I'm trying to convince nobody. That's my true feelings. But yeah, this is a wild situation. I stay tuned to it, man, and continue to give y'all an update and find out exactly what was the motive and why this person carried out this act with a baby in their arms. I mean, it's all kind of stories coming out that maybe the person was abusing their husband. I've seen a few different stories, but I guess you got to give it more time and just let everything unravel till they figure it out. It's still an investigation. So we'll stay tuned, and I'll bring you guys the update. That'll be easy. Back with the update, guys. As promised, check it out.
Police say the woman who opened fire inside a Houston megachurch had a history of mental illness.
She was shot and killed by off-duty officers, and her son was caught in the crossfire. Fox
Tonight, KHOU investigates learned of a connection between the shooter and Lakewood. Jeremy Rogowski joins us now. What did you and your team find out today, Jeremy?
Yeah, Len, we poured through court documents and the shooter's social media accounts and learned Genesse Moreno went to Lakewood Church at one time, as did her mother. And at one point, Moreno's ex-mother-in-law says she approached Lakewood's staff with questions about her daughter-in-law's behavior. On Instagram in 2020, Genesse Moreno posted confirmation of a recent donation she made to Lakewood Church, writing, "I will honor and bless my church." Nearly 4 years later, police say she brought her 7-year-old son and an AR-15 rifle to Lakewood and began firing.
We want to know the motive, how she got the weapon, why she did this. We're not there yet.
Officials remain tight-lipped about a motive, but these court documents reveal Moreno had been involved in a contentious divorce and custody battle for her son. Her ex-mother-in-law, Rabbi Wally Carranza, intervened in the case, claiming Moreno had a diagnosis of schizophrenia, had been investigated 4 times by CPS, and intentionally harmed her child twice. Court records show Carranza says she sought assistance from the pastoral staff at Joel Osteen's church to understand Moreno's behavior. In 2022, Moreno won custody of her son after her Jewish ex-mother-in-law never appeared in court. Fast forward nearly 2 years later, authorities found anti-Semitic writings at Moreno's Conroe home.
We do believe that there was a familial dispute that has taken place between her ex-husband and her ex-husband's family, and some of those individuals are Jewish. So we believe that might possibly be where all of this stems from.
Now, the 36-year-old Moreno had a criminal history dating back to 2005 with charges ranging from theft to forgery, assault, and unlawful carrying of a weapon. Court records show she used another name, Jeffrey Escalante, in some of those cases. Len and Mia.
Thanks for unpacking all of that for us, Jeremy Rogowski. And we are